reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence.
Tamper?
The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime, it's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside cops say that before, but it isn't the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
That video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue. Which means there was a fake somewhere. The Ibuki in the conference room war fake.
I see!
Die war fake.
The
Wir
person
wissen
wearing
ja
the
auch,
handbag in that video wasn't Ibuki.
wir wissen auch, dass die sich nicht aufgehangen hat. Da wurde ja die Kerze umgekippt plötzlich.
It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hemp bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
Hahaha. Bei Rabe hat's Klick
If they
gemacht.
took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. Then no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment I was already in the killer's trap. And the only one who set a trap for me was... Ich muss jetzt ganz ehrlich sagen, ich lag falsch. Ich habe gestern ursprünglich vermutet, bevor dieser Gedanke mir kam mit den heutigen Aufzeichnungen oder heutigen Ereignissen, habe ich an Guntham gedacht. Weil Guntham war derjenige, der gesagt hat, es sind also 2 Personen gestorben. Ich dachte, er hätte sich da verplappert von wegen, dass er jemanden umgebracht hat und noch jemand zweites umgekommen ist. Allerdings weiß ich, wer es war. Es kann eigentlich nur eine Person gewesen sein.
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
That's right, I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is. Select someone. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Mikan Tsukimi!
You're the only one!
Oder Tsumiki.
Mikan, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy
we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Was that also a coincidence?
Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right? Then, if you insist, I will use the on-call room upstairs. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better if you relax in the lobby instead. Dann wär's
At
nicht
that time,
aufgeflogen.
you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music venue. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second! What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible! There's no way I could kill someone!
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
It just shows she can't even do that.
Wenn ihr wüsstet.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Yep.
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
Das
What
war
do
ja
you
meine
say,
zweite
Hajime?
These. Die kann Toni bestätigen, dass ich das gesagt habe.
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Everyone's going up on me. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Ja, sie weiß ja eigentlich, wie man Menschen heilt. Dann weiß sie, wie sie auch Menschen ganz clever tötet. Und wie man sowas auch verstecken kann. Zum Beispiel durch die hohe Hitze im Musikraum, dadurch kann sie die Autopsie nicht machen. Dadurch wird das alles eben halt nicht möglich, die Todesurzeit herauszustellen. Das hat uns ja schon nach hinten geworfen, weil wir nicht wussten, wer zuerst gestorben ist. Das war das Erste, was ihr dann eben halt in den Kopf gekommen ist, in dieser kurzfristigen Situation. Das wäre das Erste gewesen. Das andere ist, sie wirkt auf uns immer sehr unsicher. Und während wir mit ihr gesprochen haben, als sie bei Nagito war, als er wieder wach geworden ist, war sie sehr selbstsicher. Das heißt, es wären zwei Eigenschaften von ihr, die vollkommen anders waren. Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No, in fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with...
Can you hold on a minute?
Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Ja, sag ich ja, sie war ja erstmal von sich selbst überzeugt und war sehr selbstsicher. Das war ja genau gegensätzlich. Ne?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
What? Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Please don't say such controversial statements. Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang, that's a huge deal.
A decisive clue? Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope, and keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
Huh?
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
Ich muss sagen, Sonja hätte ich persönlich nicht in diesem Fall so verdächtigt, da schon eine wichtige Aussage von ihr schon zu einem richtigen Beweis geführt hat. Gestern hätte ich auch nicht daran gedacht, dass sie da dabei gewesen wäre irgendwie, weil sie ja auch regelmäßig vor Ort war, wenn man da was eben halt gesehen hat, ne? Also sie war immer sofort vor Ort. Da hätte ich eher zum Beispiel Kazuichi mit verdächtigen können, weil der ja zwischendurch gar nicht dabei war. Und er war ja auch derjenige, der über die Technik der Maschine am besten Bescheid wusste. Das hätte ihn auch verdächtig machen können. Also von daher, Verdächtigung anstellen ist gar nicht so verkehrt. Ich finde es auch toll, dass wir jetzt teilweise hier auch im Chat immer so diskutieren, aber dafür haben wir ja auch unsere Discord-Gruppe, ne? Da können wir auch immer mal wieder so diskutieren. Nagito's words contain a decisive clue? Is that really true? Okay, ein Argument machen. Ja, ich möchte mal mit diesem Rope Use for Hanging da anfangen, ne?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
Definitiv nicht.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
scars. You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Yep,
That must be it.
wir sind auf eine Lüge reingefallen.
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see, I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling.
Jetzt hat Haru
Just by
bestimmt
looking.
mitbekommen, wer da gestorben ist. Oh oh. Du musst stark sein, Haru.
Mikon, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You are right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? 'Cause she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
I'm sorry,
I don't
but
know
there's no
what
way
I
I
do.
can forgive you.
Ohrwurm Nummer 3 heute.
I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Vor dem Fall, da war er das ja. Vor dem Fall war er aktiv, aber während der Investigation war er kaum.
For
War jetzt
goodness
auch
or
mein
not,
Empfinden.
we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
Aber wie gesagt, es ist ja schön, dass man da eben halt auch vernünftig diskutieren kann. Das ist eben halt das Tolle, dass da keiner jetzt irgendwie hier zur Sau gemacht wird oder so.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
Du machst nur Josuke zur Sau, nur weil er ein
Is that really
größeres
true?
Portemonnaie hat.
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop.
Can't
I
stop
don't want to do
addicted
this
to the
either.
shifted.
Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict.
Chiaki.
'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want.
Deswegen
I
muss
won't
ich
stop you
trauen.
anymore.
Chiaki ist so toll.
Huh? Is that all you can say? Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that! You hear me? I'm done!
Hey, Mikon.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair! Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away! What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Huh?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends.
Silent Hill, muss ich jetzt zugeben, habe ich schon ewig nicht mehr durchgespielt. Ich habe da schon vergessen, wie das alles funktioniert. Das Einzige, woran ich mich wirklich bei Silent Hill immer erinnere, ist das Rätsel in der Schule im ersten Teil mit dem Klavier. Das ist das Einzige, woran ich mich erinnere. Alles andere bei Silent Hill habe ich wirklich vergessen. Weil damals, müsst ihr wissen, als ich Silent Hill das erste Mal gespielt habe, gab es noch nicht sowas wie Internetlösungen oder so. Da haben wir wirklich mit 4 oder 5 Leuten hinten im Klassenraum gesessen und überlegt, wie könnte man dieses verdammte Rätsel lösen. Und dann haben wir da wirklich unsere Lösungsansätze aufgeschrieben. Das werde ich nicht vergessen, wie wir da mit 5, 6 Leuten saßen und da die Lösungsansätze geschrieben haben. Oh Mann. Ich müsste die Reihe irgendwann mal auch, vielleicht sogar mal im Stream durchspielen, mal überlegen. Vielleicht mache ich das mal, aber das steht noch nicht so weit auf dem Plan. Da kann ich mich noch nicht dran setzen. Ich mache erstmal jetzt die anderen Sachen, da habe ich genug mit zu tun.
That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Chiaki.
Hey Mikon, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched? Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Can you prove it? Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy! I didn't do anything wrong! Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer! That video... I never filmed that video! It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Huh?
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
As always. Could it be? Was this Chiaki's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me. The only person who saw that video.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. Okay. Let's go. Let's fucking go, dude. Okay. Okay.
I'm not the killer!
Nicht?
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have any proof?
Yeah.
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
Yeah.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
Oops.
Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Nimm den Killers Mistake mal mit. Was? Wie kam jetzt die Aussage? Wie passt jetzt die Aussage da rein, Haru? Achso, vergeben. Ja, was, wenn denn da nichts wäre? Ach so, jemanden vergeben. Ach so, ich dachte schon, hä? I'm the only one who saw that video. Who else is gonna do it if I don't?
I'm not the killer!
Ich habe es gerade nämlich nicht komplett gelesen, den ganzen Chat. Deswegen war ich jetzt gerade nur, hä? Was?
Who could have filmed that video?
Weil die einzige, die hier in Neongrün hier bei mir steht, das ist Haru. Alle anderen sind in dunkleren Farben.
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
Ach, schon wieder auf das Ding geschossen.
Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Ja.
I'll shoot through that contradiction.
I'll shoot through that contradiction. Yeah.
Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
Nein, ich habe gerade gesagt, du bist die Einzige, die ich hier sofort immer lese, weil du in Neongrün bei mir hier im Stream auftauchst mit der Schrift. Und da habe ich jetzt gerade nur dieses Vergeben, ja was denn, wenn da nichts wäre, gelesen. Ich habe den Chat nicht verfolgt, weil ich mich gerade hier konzentriert habe. Deswegen habe ich das gerade nicht einordnen können. Aber jetzt, wo ich den Chat so ein bisschen nachlese, kann ich das nachvollziehen.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle. So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just
Der
reward.
Pimp an seinen Tischdienst.
The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Wie er sich immer wieder selbst reinreitet. God damn it.
I was wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item.
Darüber wissen wir auch was.
So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third panic talk action, PTA. This is probably going to be my last job during a class trial. Please, humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. You will no longer be able to make do with just the left mouse button. Below the tempo marker and in the lower portion of the screen, the number of bullets are displayed. From this point on, you'll need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks, no matter how much you mash the left mouse button. You will be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the tab key to reload. Just like locking on, press the tabulator key in time with the tempo marker. The controls are the same as the left mouse button. Match the tempo marker either by pressing the tabulator key. The number of bullets refreshed is based on how well you kept the tempo. If you get the timing wrong when you press the tab key, bullets will not be refreshed, so please be careful. Also, your ammo will be completely refreshed if you will not run out during fever time. Oh yeah, if your difficulty is set to gentle, you do not need to reload. I guess this was a pretty useless explanation, even though it was the last one. That should be explanations for the class trials. The rest is up to you to overcome. You should be able to find it beyond this point, what you and I both yearn for. True despair. Well then, good luck and have fun! Hey, Tony ist das Tutorial. Ich speichere jetzt erstmal. Aber keine Angst, es geht weiter. Cliffhanger Night ist heute nicht. Ich weiß nicht, wie lange der Fall noch geht. Ich wollte den Fall heute abschließen, weil ich ja morgen nicht streame. Aber allzu lang kann es ja nicht sein.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something and end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it. Okay. Es geht ab. Panic Talk Action. PTA.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand?
Wieso hat er jetzt nicht nachgeladen?
Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me! Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me! There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
Nein! Theater Bonus Prize heißt das. Ach, jetzt macht er das Tabulating, ja?
There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places.
This is the end!
Ja, ja, alles gut. Habe ich nur gerade jetzt im Rand auch gelesen.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
Ich möchte das einmal erleben, dass das sofort klappt doch. When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Nikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Okay, jetzt müssen wir den Fall abschließen. Das kommt hier hin. Der ist wirklich gut, ja. Okay, da haben wir da irgendwas. Nee, hier ist auch nichts. Das kommt hier hin. Dann ist das hier? Ja. Okay. Gibt ja nicht mehr viele. Hier sind noch zwei. Das muss ja dann hier hin, um das zu verdecken. Das macht er ja. Und dann... Okay. Jetzt ist noch hier was, ne? Das müsste ja das hier sein.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Okay.
The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. but that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room.
Nein. Das wurde noch nicht geklärt. Aber Toni, ich möchte mal eben kurz auf deine Frage antworten. Ich habe nichts bezüglich Danganronpa 2 gesehen. Allerdings jetzt gerade bei der letzten Aussage zu dem Thema, da hat Chiaki schon einen Hinweis auf einen Fehler gemacht. Und wenn das erste Mal wieder kurz vor Schluss so ein Bullets Gambit kommt und die ganze Zeit das Opfer der Mörder redet und dann diese Aussage kommt, war mir schon klar, dass das irgendwie passen muss. Und dann habe ich 1 und 1 zusammengezählt, weil die Kameraperspektive im Music Venue gar nicht passen kann. Das habe ich einfach 1 und 1 zusammengereimt. Hätte auch voll daneben gehen können.
By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time. When in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake.
Ach, er hört's gerade nicht, dann muss ich es gleich nochmal
I didn't
erklären.
know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
Mikan, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
B-Ranking, ja hey, immerhin. Habe ich mir im letzten so viel Zeit gelassen, oder was meinten die? Ach nee, die Missteps. Okay. Keine Missteps. Hier war ein Misstep. Das zieht mich auf C runter. Und das war's wahrscheinlich, ne? Das 16er, das letzte. Aber habe ich da einen Misstep gemacht im letzten? Habe ich im letzten einen Misstep gemacht? Ach, das war bei dem Dings, ne? Bei dem... Das Zusammenbauen zählt gar nicht mehr. Ah, Toni, hörst du jetzt wieder?
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Nein, 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 ist alles in Ordnung. Ich kann ihm das ja nachher auch schreiben.
Let's go! Well now.
Now then. Though it may be obvious at this point,
Correct.
you got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right, the true identity of the horrifying Blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikan Tsumiki.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to the health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them?
Hey!
Don't just laugh. Say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey!
This is nothing like Peiko. She's actually gone mental.
Well, that's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan Tsumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey,
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikan too, you say?
I
know, because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on. Did you say Mikan also had the despair disease? Then that means she was...
What?
Huh? Hajime, has something crossed your mind? My body's heavy. Not just heavy, it's somewhat soft and really hot. That's right, Mikan felt really hot at that time. Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever. Just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
Then, because of that disease, Mikan was...
Perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means the Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she is infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair?
I...
That's the reason why. I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Impossible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair? Haha, that's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Huh?
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all that is truly
It's love.
what love is all about.
Hey,
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within the thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me,
how amazing.
it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love. Only love.
Could it be?
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
this is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair. You were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that's what my symptom was. Haha, what a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease?
But...
If this means she remembered something and ended up like this.
such despair.
Are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person who I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Hahaha. Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this, all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. You still doubt me? Then, to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about that World Eater organization that you all were worrying about.
You serious?
You know? Not now. Not no. I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along, how that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation? Future? That's right, that symbol on the ancient ruins door. That's right. It was the Japanese word for future.
Hey,
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they are trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know? As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monami? Huh? I knew it. Monami, Monokuma, they are both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monami and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own.
hey,
Don't laugh. Hey Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor in hiding among us. Haha, of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is...
Oh?
Oh well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not.
Oh, hell no! You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. Countdown? You even know about that?
Oh?
I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? Stimmt, ob es. I'm drowning in so much love. From the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Mikan, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe. You were like this all along? Because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now? The past. Past? That person, she didn't exist in the beginning? She's just my past self who lost her school memories? Haha, you guys consider that thing a friend?
Oh?
Huh, that doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. That's... well, that applies to you as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is, losing memories are...
Do you understand?
like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past. Don't you think?
hey,
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives.
Hey, hey!
So, it was true all along? Our memories were taken away?
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace?
Oh?
Oh, Monokuma! Is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time! Damn it, why? Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate nurse, Mikan Tsumiki.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Okay. Bye-bye ouchies. Okay. It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Sayonji was Mikan Sumiki. And she's been executed. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. Alles klar, Oppes. Bis demnächst. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form? Or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease?
Damn it.
It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering, then all along Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope.
But...
Even if her words were influenced by despair disease. If the disease turned her into that, if she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
Isn't that right?
So, let's just move on. Come on, let's take all this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait!
That is impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so... Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sight, leaving behind her malice toward us. And now, there's no way we can just move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. That's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
It would have been so much easier if she was the traitor too.
Wrong.
Too bad. That's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor.
Come on.
The traitor is still alive. As proof, I see how fine Monomi looks right now. I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, it wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different than Monomi.
Phew.
Who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right during the break. Your right eye is made out of black beans?
Hey!
Wait, now is not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups, but if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I've prepared a special event. Special event? Head over to the first island beach. An old friend will be waiting there. Old friend?
Huh?
Could it be Nekomaru?
Hey!
Is it? It is, isn't it? Nekomaru was safe after all. Safe. How should I say this? I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope. The light of hope? I'm happy Nekomaru is returning to us, but
So just as I thought.
the three of our friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy. Miss Sonia.
However,
Even so, I am still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Hey, Supreme Overlord of Who Gives a Shit. That line doesn't suit you at all.
Silence.
I shall crush you into dust. Ibuki, Hiyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure that your feelings are reaching them.
Right?
Then let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. Huh? What the heck? Do I still have the after effects of that disease? Sob. I don't get this at all. Akane.
All right!
Alrighty then, let's go! Yeah, you're right. Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator.
Uh-oh.
Man, they just went off without listening to what I had to say. Jeez, they are so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others have finished talking? What does that mean?
Hey!
You're plotting something again, aren't you?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them. Including Nekomaru's body. Huh? Nekomaru's body? It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility. What did you do to Nekomaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him. That's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped. What? Was zum Geier? As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry, to the beach on the first island! Alright, let's haul ass! Even though our minds are completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept right on running toward the beach on the first island. Where? Where in the world is Nekomaru?
Hey,
Hey, Nekomaru, show yourself!
Listen!
We have come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding. We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again. And so on and so forth. We kept looking for him. But
Hey!
what the hell, man? He is nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
Could it be? Did we get false info from Monokuma again? And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
That voice! With high hopes in our hearts, we turned toward the direction of the voice. And then, we saw something truly unbelievable.
Huh? What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing! The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Was zum Teufel? Was zum Geier? Wieder ein Brainfuck. Das muss ich jetzt erstmal verdauen. Nurse's Apron. Ja, der Fall ist vorbei. Jetzt gehe ich nochmal, jetzt ist ja Tony da und hört auch hoffentlich was. Jetzt kann ich auf die Sache eingehen nochmal. Ich sag's mal so. Ich habe noch nichts zu Danganronpa 2 gesehen. Also, falls du das irgendwie denkst oder dass ich irgendwas gesehen habe. der Punkt mit der Sache mit dem Camera Angle. Ich weiß nicht, ob du dazugehört hast. Das habe ich schon während meiner Ermittlung gesagt, dass das eventuell falsch sein könnte. Es kann sein, dass du da gerade Kaffee holen warst. Und als Chiaki auf einen Fehler angesprochen hat, die hat ja schon vor dieser Runde, vor dieser Fragerunde, hat sie einen Fehler angesprochen. Ja? Da hat sie schon eine Fragerunde angesprochen. Und als sie die Fragerunde angesprochen hat, dass da ein Fehler sei, habe ich mir schon gedacht, da muss ich wieder einen Bullet auf irgendeine Aussage von ihr setzen. Und weil ich den Camera Angle eben mal vermutet habe, habe ich einfach auf blauen Dunst draufgeschossen. Hätte auch was ganz anderes sein können. Ich wusste es nicht. Ich habe einfach gedacht, okay, wenn der Kamerawinkel steht, versuche ich es doch einfach. Ne? Weil ich habe ja auch gesagt, das stimmt irgendwie nicht mit dem Kamerawinkel. Ne? Was eben halt auch noch zum Beispiel ist, manchmal mache ich das noch nicht mal, da geht das Spiel von selbst. Wahrscheinlich bei den ersten hat es von selbst gemacht auf die Bullets, die ich brauchte. Also ich habe wirklich nichts gesehen bisher von dem Spiel, muss ich ganz ehrlich sagen. Ich habe noch gar nichts von dem Spiel gesehen. Ich habe den Anime auch nicht gesehen. Also den neuen habe ich gar nicht gesehen. Also wie gesagt, das war das darauf. Und die meisten Sachen, muss ich ganz ehrlich sagen, die werden manchmal durch nur Lesen, wird einem schon der Hinweis gegeben, was man da machen muss. Oder was da kommt. Da sind sehr, sehr viele, sehr, sehr obvious Ansagen drin, die einem dann schon sagen, okay, die und jene Aussage kann schon reinkommen. Na? Also, genau, das meine ich. Es ist sehr, sehr viel Captain Obvious dabei, weil man auch sehr wenig Beweise findet. Also, du brauchst dir keine Gedanken machen, ich gucke nicht irgendwie in eine Lösung nebenbei, ich kann dir gerne gleich meinen Screen darstellen. Da siehst du, dass ich nicht einen irgendwie Tab oder sowas auf habe, wo eine Lösung drin ist. Das wirst du sehen. Ich habe nichts offen. Ich habe da gar nichts. Oder irgendwie, dass ich was gesehen hätte. Wirklich nicht. Ich reime mir immer nur alles zusammen. Na, also davon mal abgesehen. Ich bin da wirklich, was das angab, war wirklich Teil 1 Rabe und Teil 2 Rabe? Nee. Wie gesagt, also im ersten Teil, da war ich einfach nur, da muss man ja auch sagen, da habe ich mir immer den Anime im Nachhinein angeschaut. Jetzt gucke ich ja gar nicht rein. Jetzt sind ja alles sehr, sehr viele Vermutungen. Gerade am Anfang. Ich habe jetzt auch wie gesagt, ich habe ja die Anfänge verglichen. Am Anfang haben wir ja zum Beispiel Dings gehabt, im ersten Spiel einen ganz normalen Start. Im zweiten Spiel haben wir ein PC-Programm. Deswegen habe ich eine Vermutung aufgestellt. Ich weiß ja gar nicht, ob das stimmt. Es könnte ja durchaus sein, dass jetzt rauskommt, dass die Typen aus dem ersten Teil, die jetzt überleben, dass die jetzt noch dazu stoßen. Jetzt wäre ja rein theoretisch Platz für die. Für Makoto und alle. Kann ja durchaus sein, dass die da gleich rauskommen aus dieser Ancient Ruin. Ich weiß es ja nicht. Kann ja sein, dass das zeitgleich gerade da spielt. Na? Ich kombiniere da noch relativ schnell. Und wenn man eben halt so wie ich jetzt dabei bleibt, und ihr kriegt das ja auch, na? Und ihr kriegt das ja auch immer mit, wie ich immer hier meine Selbstgespräche führe. Das mache ich oft, wenn ich solche Spiele spiele. Ihr seid quasi live dabei, wie ich Selbstgespräche führe, während ich eine Lösung aufdecke. Na, das mache ich jedes Mal. Ich habe das jetzt auch nicht so aufgefasst, dass du es mir unterstellt hast oder so. Also auch nicht falsch verstehen. Ich wollte das nur einmal kurz klarstellen, dass wirklich immer sehr, sehr viel Obvious dabei ist. Das wäre jetzt eine Sache gewesen, die ich am Ende des Spiels gesagt hätte, weil sehr, sehr viel Captain Obvious Ansagen kommen. Und oft sind auch diese dann ausgerechnet auch noch mit denen verbunden, dass man denen entweder zustimmt oder eben halt ablehnt, die Aussagen. Das ist in diesem Spiel etwas offensichtlicher gemacht. Wahrscheinlich, weil sie so viel geändert haben, haben sie es da an den Stellen ein bisschen einfacher gemacht. Nicht falsch verstehen, ja. Und ich weiß nicht, was da eben halt mit zusammenhängt. Also, ne? Ich weiß es nicht. Ich weiß nicht, ob es vom ersten Teil spielt. Ich kann es nicht sagen. Ich denke nicht, dass es. Vielleicht spielt es zeitgleich. Vielleicht spielt es zeitgleich. Ich weiß es nicht, ob es vorher spielt. Kann ich nicht sagen. Das Einzige, was ich heute ansprechen wollte, und das ist jetzt das Letzte, was ich heute sage. Mir ist aufgefallen, im ersten Teil haben wir sehr, sehr viele Hintergrundinformationen bekommen. Ist euch das mal aufgefallen? Dass wir im ersten Teil sehr, sehr viele Hintergrundinformationen gekriegt haben? Schon ab Fall 2. Jetzt haben wir gar nicht so viele Informationen bekommen. Wir haben am Anfang des zweiten Falls die Aussage von Monokuma bekommen, dass uns die Erinnerungen geklaut wurden. Klar, okay. Dass wir jetzt hier, dass es so eine Organisation World Ender gibt. Ja, schön. Und darüber hinaus haben wir noch gehört, die Hope's Peak Academy hatte anscheinend irgendwie ein Nebengebäude. Und wir haben ja diesen komischen Traum, glaube ich, gesehen. War das so? Müsste doch gewesen sein, dass wir da einen Traum gesehen haben. War das gestern oder vorgestern? Von Hajime, der da geträumt hat. Ja? Und im zweiten Teil, da kriegst du nicht so viel. Und wenn du die bekommst, dann fängst du an zusammenzureimen. Wenn du so einer wie ich bist, der viele Krimis guckt, der fängt dann an, alles zusammenzureimen. Und das mache ich eben halt an dieser Stelle. Ich danke euch auf jeden Fall heute wieder für das informative Reinschauen und auch für den tollen Austausch untereinander während des Spiels. Und ich finde das richtig gut, dass ihr auch immer mitratet. Und wir werden heute Abend leider nichts machen, voraussichtlich. Ansonsten achtet einfach mal auf den Streamingplan, falls ich was eintrage. Es kann auch sein, dass ich spontan mal was streame. Wenn, dann wäre es wahrscheinlich heute Abend Okami. Morgen könnte sein, dass es nachmittags Final Fantasy VIII gibt. Ansonsten sage ich danke fürs Reinschauen, Leute. Und wir sehen uns dann beim nächsten Mal wieder. Bis dahin, sprach der Raven halt nimmer mehr und bleibt sauber.